Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be first fixing the master ensuite at the Raw Renovation. So this is the master ensuite we've been working in today, and I won't go into too much detail as the spec is very similar to the other bathroom we've done on this job, but we've got a Lefroy Brooks shower valve going in, concealed, 1/2 inch to the handset and 3/4 up to the outlet at the top. As well as that, we've got a Burlington arcade toilet going in, so it's back to the wall. We're using the remaining existing drainage, so we've got the copper pipework just sticking out of the wall, ready for that. On the wall on the right, as you walk in, we're going to be having a dual vanity unit. So at the moment we haven't got a spec for it, so we've just run the hot and cold up into the stud work, and then once we get the specifications for that, we can get the waste pipework all in. We've got a little bit of an issue with the bath, so the bath's going underneath the window here, and it's having the Lefroy Brooks freestanding taps, but unfortunately you have to be able to access them from below, so we're going to have to get this bathroom done, and they'll leave the ceiling off underneath for us to work on. And over here we're going to be having a towel rail, which is now going to become wall hung. So what we'll do is we'll use the pipework in the floor already, again come up into the stud work, run it along the wall and poke it out through. So on the majority of the bathrooms, most of the pipework is remaining, we're just teeing into it, as you can see here. So for example, we're just cutting here for the toilet, so a lot of the existing pipework is actually fine, it just needs supporting a little bit better and insulating. So yeah, making good progress on this one, and then hopefully we'll get the specification for the vanity units and we can start getting the waste pipework in for that, and also get the shower tray in. Right, this is part of the plan that we've been given for this master ensuite, and as you can see, this is the double vanity unit that we're going to be having. So the centres are clearly marked on here for us, which is great, and also I've checked the manufacturer specification of this vanity unit. So as you can see from the drawing, underneath is all exposed, so all the pipework needs to come up into the wall and then pop through into each one of these small little cupboards here. So on the manufacturer's instructions, it actually tells you the desired heights for the water and the waste, which is really handy, and I think more vanity units should do that really. So that is going to be going over here against this stud work, and what we've already done is brought the hot and colds up into the stud work here. So we just need to get some wall ravens in the stud work here and support our copper pipe work, and then poke them through at the desired centres. Okay, so we've pretty much got all the copper in now. We can't get the final positions for the towel rails, that's not actually on site yet, but the basin's all piped up. We've run the copper along the face of the stud work. That will allow us to get the waste pipe work slid in behind and make that a lot more simpler, and it also means we can get the copper pipe work done in a few bends rather than using loads of fittings and poking it through the stud work, which is good. So before we start putting the waste pipe work in at this stage, we're going to start filling up the system. So if any of you see the short that we did regarding shower outlets, I always recommend putting a rad extension piece on the outlets here. Just makes it a lot easier to remove it once the tiles or tile has been. Okay, so we've got all the bath waste in now. As you can see, we've branched off to each basin individually just to give it a better flow rate. What we'll do is we'll put some gal band across where the pipe goes through the notches in the joist, and some insulation just to secure it. Other than that, we're pretty much done here at the moment. We can't fit the shower tray because that's not turned up, and the towel rail also hasn't arrived. So we've pressurised all the pipe work at the moment, everything's looking good, and the bathroom we second fix upstairs is all fine as well. So yeah, we'll move on to another job. Okay, so we've done what we can in the master ensuite now, and we've moved down to the cloakroom, which we're going to start first fixing as well. So this is the downstairs cloakroom that we're going to be first fixing. The design's slightly changing from how it was originally. There was a toilet underneath the window and a basin on the right hand side, but the basin is now going on the opposite wall over here. It's going to be handmade, and it's going to be spread across the whole width of the room, so it should look really, really nice. The original pipework we've already cut out, but we've just left the towels in
the boxing, so we need to pick up from here, dive down into the floor, and then run pipework to our new sink location. As well as that, we've got a towel radiator going in, so the pipework is roughly in the right place for that, so we just need to cut it back under the floor and yeah, pop it back out in the right location. So we're going to be using these easy fit joist clips. So as you can see, they're slightly different design to what we're used to, but the base of it just sits onto the bottom of the joist and you can screw it in on the face here. It just makes it a lot easier for running pipework on or underneath joists. So as you can see, we've got a couple in here already, ready to go. And yeah, we can start getting some copper in.
So we've got the copper first fixed in now. Those pipes in the middle are for the basin, and the pipes on the left and the right hand side are going to be feeding a radiator on the opposite side of that wall. So yeah, everything's run underneath the joists. We've used those Talon easy clips to make it a little bit easier. We've teed off here to pick up the towel radiator, which is going to be going there. It's going to be a gold floor standing one, so just got our depth and our distance apart right. And then teed off again here for the toilet feed, which is run up the wall there, and then everything runs back to this boxing in the corner. So while we were piping it up, Bailey also managed to core a hole through this stack here, so it's cast iron stack, and that's where we can terminate our basin waste through. So yeah, everything's gone okay. We just need to get it all lagged and get it all tested. Okay, we're back up in the master ensuite, and we've just put the shower tray in. We PVA'd the board and used flexible tile adhesive to bed it down. Also, the towel rail radiator turned up and Bailey got that first fix. So we're good to walk away from this job at the moment, wait for the tiles to all finish, and then we can come second fix.